What is up, my fellow gamers? In today's video, we got our best beginner's guide and a ton of codes for the global launch of Gogo Muffin. Like and sub for more amazing gaming content. First thing I want to go over, and this is very important, is figuring out your server because there's two different ones and the codes are going to be very specific to the server you choose. So at the very beginning of the menu, you have two different options. You got global or C for your region. It's going to be based on whichever one is going to give you the lowest ping. So right now you can see global is only 24 milliseconds for me. I'm in the United States. So global for me would be the best option. If you're in a different country, C might be the better option. So you're just going to go ahead, select whichever one has the lowest ping for you first. From there, you're then going to click in this part right here, and this is where you can see the different servers that are available for your region. So we've got server 1, server 2, server 3, and server 4. If you're a brand new player, you should go ahead and select the highest server number because that's pretty much the newest server. Server 1 is going to be a little bit older than some of the other servers. So I went ahead, I did start on server 1 and then I didn't get to play. So then I made a new account on server 4. So that way I'm kind of more playing with people who just started as well. So choose your server, very important. From there, the next thing is going to be creating your character. So you have a bunch of different classes to choose from. We got the sword bearer, the wayfarer, the scholar, the shadow leash slash, the acolyte. We've got a bunch of different ones to choose from. So there isn't one that's really better than the other. It's really going to depend on what your play style is. So if you want to go ahead and be a tank, then you're going to choose the sword bearer. Now, I would say that the tank is kind of the more difficult class to play, only because you need to manually activate your skills. If you go ahead and you're playing auto a lot, then the sword bearer might not be the best option for you because the sword bearer has special abilities to absorb damage. If you're running this on auto all the time, you're going to miss out when the boss does one of their big attacks or something and you need to use a shield or taunt, or when you want to actually use a specific ability to draw the attacks to you or to absorb damage, you want to activate it manually. So sword bearer, I would say, is the most manual play. If you've run it on auto, you're going to have a little bit of a tough time. The other one we have is going to be the damage dealers. There's a couple different damage dealers we have. We have the Wayfarer, which is the archer class. We have the Shadow Lash, which is kind of like the assassin class. And then the final one is going to be the Scholar, and that's kind of like your magic damage dealer, like your wizard class. From there, the other one that we have is the Acolyte. The Acolyte is going to be your healer. So if you want to be a healing class, you'd go ahead, choose that one. The healer class you can run on auto, but it's going to be a little bit more beneficial if you do play it on manually, deciding when to go ahead and activate those skills. The DPS classes are pretty much the most auto friendly classes, so you can throw it on auto and forget about it because you're just trying to do as much damage as possible, so it's not too finicky with trying to manually activate all your skills and stuff like that. Now let's go over our coupon codes because we got a bunch of coupon codes to go over, and like I said, there's certain ones for certain regions. So it's very important to make sure you know what region you are in, if you're in the global region or the C server region. We're going to navigate in the top left corner on our avatar, and then we're going to go into the settings icon down here, bottom right, and then it says redeem code. Now I'm going to just throw the list up. I got this from the Discord, but I kind of organized it to make it a little bit better so that you can see which group you are in for whatever region. I'm not going to activate them all individually. So if one of these codes doesn't work or something, don't attack me. I'm just the messenger. So first list we have is the global codes. So if you're in the global region, all of these codes should work. I don't know when the expiration date is, even if there is one. But all these ones, we have 12 codes. If you are in the global region, you can go ahead, activate all of these ones that you see right now on the screen. Now, there are going to be some that are exclusive for global, some that are exclusive for C, and some that you're going to see that are going to show up on both regions. So next, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw up the C server codes. Now the C server codes you can see are obviously a lot more. The C server players, they got 21 codes. Some of these codes you can see we both share, so some of the global players will also have the same codes, but there's a lot more exclusive codes for C servers. But that doesn't mean you should just jump onto a C region just because they have more codes. If you have really bad ping in the C region, then don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't be a United States player and jump on the C server because you want to have extra codes and then you got like a 300 ping and it's like, it's really laggy. It's not enjoyable. So don't do it like that. But those are the codes for the C server. There are some that I'm not sure about if they do work for the C. You can see the little question marks in that. So just keep that in mind. If that one doesn't work for you, it might not. Those ones were untested for C, but those ones did work for global. So the way this game works is it's pretty much an AFK style game where you are constantly trying to challenge the boss in the chapter area that you're in order to go ahead and advance to the next area. And a lot of this stuff is going to be time gated behind your level. So you're going to reach certain areas in the region where you can't go any further because you need to be at a higher level. At that point, there isn't anything you really can do about it except to just go ahead and let your characters grind. There's nothing you can do. It's just an AFK game. You gotta let your character keep running through the same area and just getting XP. So you can see I got a bunch of XP right here. In the top left corner, that green bar is our experience bar, and you'll see that fill up as we go ahead and we destroy monsters and advance on through. Now, the one thing you can do to kind of speed up your leveling is you can get XP potions that will boost your XP gain for a couple hours. I think it's actually like 4 hours. So if we head on over to our camp area and then we go to this little shop up here, you can actually go ahead and you can buy these XP boosters. It is going to cost you some of your premium currency, your little star icons. You can see this is going to cost us 20. This is going to give us an XP boost by 5% for 4 hours. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but it actually does help a lot. So I do recommend coming in here, buying this up. It'll at least help you level up faster. 5% is better than no percent. Let me tell you, it's all about trying to level up as fast as possible. From here, when we're in the camp, we have one extra thing we can do is we can kind of check this out and see how our server progression is going. If we click on this icon right here, this little dummy practice character, this is where our main character is, but we got this little dummy guy right here. Click on this. It's going to show us what our server maximum level is currently. So depending on your server you're in, you're going to have different caps. Right now, the server cap for me is level 65, meaning everyone in this server cannot exceed hero level 65. And you're going to see in that top right corner, the next level cap will unlock with 14.1, the crossroad, and in a certain amount of time. So 3 days, 19 hours. So you're also going to see from here different features or game modes or different things that will unlock as you level up. So you're going to get new content as you go ahead and reach different levels. So once I get to level 30, I'll have the Melomons, which are kind of like your little pet thingies. And then at level 30, I'll also get guild expeditions. At level 35, I'll get the Dream Realm. So you can kind of see as you reach certain increments and stuff, new features will unlock. So just come in here and check this out. And if you click on this, you'll also get some rewards. Like right here, we're going to get an attack potion. Extra 5% for 30, so that's a nice reward to get. And I think you also do get like an XP potion as well as you kind of go through here. I think that's one of the rewards as well. Now, as a new player, the most important thing you need to do immediately is you got to partner up with another player. This is really, really important. So you can only go ahead and you can run in pairs. So this is actually a really good game if you have your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, husband, wife, or a friend, because both of you can kind of play the game together and you'll help each other out. And it doesn't matter if you're both online or not. As long as one person's online, you can continue to advance through these stages when you have a boss challenge coming up. So right now you can see my partner, he's offline in that top left corner. That's the person who I am doing these battles with. And it's grayed out because they are offline. But because I'm online, I'm able to actually continue our progression by clicking the challenge boss icon every time we are able to. So if we're both offline, then no one can go ahead and do the challenge boss. Someone has to actually physically be online to do that. If you're both offline, you're pretty much just getting AFK rewards. Now, when it comes to leveling up your gear and also your abilities, do not be afraid to level anything up, because the way it works is when you level something up, you are leveling up that slot. You are not leveling up the individual skill or the individual equipment piece. So if I come in here and I've got some things I can upgrade, when you're upgrading this, it is that slot. So I can go ahead and I can actually change this skill out, and whatever skill I put is going to instantly be level 19. This is our gear. Same thing with your gear. Don't worry about leveling up bad gear, low rarity gear, because it's based on the slot. Once you go ahead and you get a higher tier gear, you can just instantly swap it and it'll be that same level. It'll be the upgrade, I should say, because the levels are a little bit different. You can have like a level 35 weapon that's based on your character level, but I should say enhancement level. So enhancement plus 22, you can see, is going to be based on your character's hero level. So you can't exceed that. If you're at level 22, you'll see I can't go to level 23. I have to level up my hero to 23 to get that enhancement level. So there's two different things. Once you go ahead and you start getting like this orange gear, which is, I guess, considered energy gear. So when it says energy something, it has this orange frame to it. Those can be tiered up if you have the same rarity gear. So what I mean by that is you can see this little advanced icon in this bottom right. With the purple gear, the purple frames, they don't have that. So you can only enhance those. To tier that gear up, and we're gonna get some really good bonuses, like plus 10% to our attack and stuff like that. So I kept this example for us. You can see that right now I have these energy bracers on. I have two copies of these in here. They have different like substats. You can see the substats are different, but I can go ahead, click advance, and I'm going to tier these up by using the duplicates. So just feeding those in, and I'm going to do it again. So don't sell them, don't smelt them is what it's called, smelting them. So only kind of smelt like the purple stuff that you don't need. Like I don't need some of these other things anymore. But that is pretty much it. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, you want me to make more videos on this game, comment down below. Hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. Stay happy, stay safe. I'll see you later. Peace.